In this video, we are going to address the 08 through 14 WRX STI firewall spot weld issue, as well as the broken clutch pedal assembly. This is my 2008 Subaru STI. Watch out, Dippy. Watch out. And this car doesn't have a squeak or anything, but watch when I push the clutch pedal, how much the brake pedal moves, like that. So I already know what we have wrong with this car. We can see, let's see if we can get this on camera. Let's see, right there. You can see one spot weld broke. There's another one right there. So we've got broken spot weld as well. If you look up in here, if we look at the pedal assembly right there, we've got a crack in the pedal assembly as well. So we've got both of the issues in this car, and we are going to fix it with these guys right here. So there is a company that makes a kit that comes with these bolts with a through hole, washers, as well as some wire to pull these bolts up through the dash, and some sealant. You can buy the kit or you can just order the stuff yourself. I will link everything below that I purchased. You'll also need some sealant to seal up these bolts so water doesn't leak into the car. Thought the dog just went out the cat door. And you're probably gonna have to replace your pedal assembly. I'm gonna try and weld it in the car, which isn't the proper way to do it. I'm gonna get a bunch of rags and cover everything, a bunch of damp rags, and try and weld it in the car because I don't wanna pull it out because I'm lazy. But the main fix here is the firewall problem. So a quick overview of what I ordered. Again, I will link everything below. These are M10 by 25 millimeter long, the bolts with the hole in them that we need. And then I ordered these 10 millimeter stainless steel lock washer. And then I ordered stainless steel craft wire slash, I don't know what else it's called. Dippy, hey, drop it, good. And then we're also gonna need some RTV, which I've got over here. Let me grab that. Where is the RTV? Right here. I'm just gonna use RTV gray because that's what I have. Anything that's a good sealant should work. So the first thing that we are going to do is tear this apart here and check out our broken spot welds.
First, we need to remove these side panels here and then the main cowl. Try not to break all these clips because you'll have a hard time finding new ones. Now we're going to pull the wiper assembly out and we can actually access the spot welds. And now we're going to go over the hardware needed for this project.
The other thing I did not order because I already had them are washers. Non-lock washers, just flat washers to kind of help distribute the load and make sure nothing pulls through the firewall. So I would order, I'm not sure if I'm gonna put these on both sides or not, but you probably need, I'd say if you have 12 of them, you'll for sure have enough. All right, I'm gonna start with a smaller drill bit than I need. Let's see, can you see that well? Yeah. I'm starting with a smaller drill bit and I'm gonna drill them out. That one's really bad, but these other ones aren't super bad, so we'll see how this goes. Make sure you have a sharp drill bit. I'm not sure if this one's sharp. Let's grab another one. I don't think I showed these ones back here. We've got two more up in here that we are also going to drill out. Now a bigger bit. All right, all drilled out. Now I believe you feed wire down through. I'm just gonna feed wire through and see if I can find it down below. All right, feed that down a ways. See if we can find it down below. Oh, let's see. All right, so clutch pedal, brake pedal, you kind of look up and you can see the wire. I had to feed a bunch through, but you can see it right there. So let's grab that and hook a bolt up and see how it goes. I'm gonna do this, the bolt obviously, a lock washer, and then the flat washer. Just because mine's pretty bad, I want to make sure that this washer covers everything. So I'm not exactly sure how they do this. I'm gonna feed that through the bolt. Let me do it and then I'll show you. I just kind of wound it up at the bottom. I'm gonna see if that works, if that has enough strength to pull it up through. Let's give it a try. Okay, I can actually see our bolt. There looks like there's some carpet or something in the way, so I don't want to lose this bolt because I don't have enough to lose one. We're so close. I'm gonna try and stick this pick down in here to be able to get this thing past. I don't think that hole is big enough. Try again. There we go. Big washer, lock washer, and the nut. And put some sealant under there first. Pull the wire back through. We'll tighten those up. once the rest of these are done, wrap it around. Oh, I forgot. RTV. Dippy, no. Dippy, no going out the cat door. That one's not really tightening up. The rest of these did. Well, we got 2 more. Let's try and knock those out, and then we'll see how those back ones go. Not feeling super confident. Nothing to do but try, though. My recording phone died, so we're gonna use this one. That's the best shot I can get without doing something insane. Let's see where we're stuck. Oh, not too bad. Let's do RTV. 1 more to go. Then we're gonna put some more RTV over the top of these, and then make sure, well, we'll make sure they're all tight first, and then do the RTV. Don't need to do things backwards. Last one is in. RTV, washer, lock washer, and nuts. All right, so these are all in, but some of them aren't tightening like I would like them to. And I believe the lock washers that I bought are too tough, if that makes sense. As in, they're not biting because it's not getting tight enough for it to bite into the metal. So what I'm gonna do is I have a easy out here that tightens as you loosen something. And I'm gonna hold the center of the bolt and tighten with this wrench, and hopefully that will get Lisa to tighten down the rest of the way. So that worked very well. I think the moral of the story is buy softer lock washers. The rest of these tightened up pretty good, sort of. Let's do a clutch pedal test. We still do have the crack to weld, but I'm gonna see if it feels any different. Significantly better. Still a little brake pedal move because of that crack, I believe, but that is so much better. It just felt so weird before. I'm gonna snug these up a little bit more. Might use that easy out. This is an Icon kit. Where did that one go? But if you do want to do this and you have problems with it, if you buy the better kit or if you buy better lock washers, you should be okay. This is use a 3/16 drill, and that's working good for the end of those bolts. RTV those as best as I could. Now, I'm going to weld this pedal assembly. I wouldn't recommend doing this. I would either recommend pulling it out and welding it or replacing it with one that is not cracked. So I'm gonna weld this, and then we'll put this back together and we'll be done. Don't forget to plug this back in. This cowl can be a little tricky to get on. Earlier in the video, I was telling you about these hooks that kind of go underneath the windshield. So just make sure that these get back under the windshield, because some of them like to try and stay above. So I'm gonna tuck them all down in there as you go. There, that wasn't bad. All the clips go back in place. Then these side pieces. Now the windshield wipers, I kind of just line up where they sat. Roughly right there. I'm just gonna push down. We'll see how we did in a minute. Let's see how our wipers look before we do anything else. Let's do it. All right, wipers look good. They don't thump, they don't go too far. So we can put our caps back on, take our hood out of service mode. And to show the end result, the pedal I think always moves a little bit. You probably can't even see. Yeah, you can see it move a fuzz, but I cannot express how much better it feels. It just felt weird before because that whole pedal assembly was moving. The clutch bled out at a super weird spot. This is a night and day difference. So again, I will try and link everything below. There are a few things that I probably should have done differently, and I'll try to explain those in the description or in a voiceover. But maybe buy the Humble Rumble kit. They work just fine. This is a good way to show how to install it. Or build your own kit if you want to save some money and maybe have a little bit more of a headache, but it is what it is. If you watch this, I appreciate it. I put out a lot of other videos, just random stuff of what I do, working on my own cars, that sort of thing. So if you like that kind of stuff, give me a subscribe, give me a follow, wherever you're watching this. I appreciate you watching.